Nebraska Senator Pete Ricketts joins us now. He joined 19 other Republicans in demanding Biden freeze the transfer of $6 billion to Iran. Sir, it's good to have you on. I'm surprised there was only 19 others. It's paused for now, is my understanding. Is there an attempt to make sure that it can never happen?
Yeah, absolutely. We called on the administration early on to freeze it. That was my colleague, Marsha Blackburn. And now there's legislation that's being worked on that we hope to pass in the Senate. And I'm sure we'll get support in the House for it as well, to require the president to freeze it and not give it back. I mean, this seems like a no-brainer. You were pointing out before, this was a secret negotiation that Biden worked on, did not inform my committee, the Foreign Relations Committee in the U.S. Senate, and then just moved the money from South Korea, where it had been frozen, to Qatar, and was planning on letting the Iranians get access to it. And at the same time this was going on, you know, the Wall Street Journal broke that Iran was in connection with, was partnering with Hamas to plan these attacks. And so Iran was double dealing this the whole time. And that is what we see out of this state sponsor of terrorism. They're the largest state sponsor. They fund Hamas. Hamas is at war with Israel. We need to make sure that we shut off all the resources going to that evil alliance.
I don't understand how. I mean, we are so willfully gullible on pretty much every policy, I think, coming from this administration, but especially here. They don't understand that Iran is just going to keep funding terrorism. They still want to put together this deal. You know, but Blinken claimed today that the $6 billion was only going to be for humanitarian purposes. You know, it sounds just like when they say that all the people coming through the southern border are just asylum seekers. It's like how stupid are you people? And how did you get into a position where you can make these huge decisions for us? Is there any way or reason to believe that Iran wouldn't have found a way with that $6 billion to just dump it into the terror pool where they put the rest of their money?
Well, of course not. Ayatollah Khamenei said exactly he was going to spend the money any way he wanted. We all know that if you're using $10 to buy food and I give you $10 and say, hey, go buy food with this, you can take the $10 you were going to spend and go spend on something else. Money can move around. If we give them and allow them access to this $6 billion to buy food or humanitarian aid, they will just take the money they were going to spend on that and put it into their terror networks. I mean, again, this is the largest state sponsor of terrorism. This is what they do. You know, dictatorships, authoritarian regimes like this, they're evil and they're going to fight us. We should not be giving them any sort of resources. And it's naive to hope that by being nice to them, somehow they're going to come around to our way of thinking and do things like end their nuclear program.
It's so embarrassing. I mean, watching these people operate is just so embarrassing. Senator Ricketts, thank you so much. Good to see you, sir.
Great. Thanks very much for having me on.